GHCL is in the spotlight on the back of numbers, and we've got Mr. S Jalan, who is now joining in on the show to chat a little bit more about it, because you've got the profits declining and you've also had margins coming in a little bit lower. Question is, can things rebound? Mr. Jalan, good to have you on board. Let's discuss that. What was the outlook in terms of your realizations and EBITDA per ton in Q2, and how much capacity has come from China? When will the next set of capacity be online?
Yeah, thank you. As you have seen, the number of this quarter has not been as expected from us. However, if you look at the next 2 quarters, definitely the margin will be under pressure. But if you look at the medium terms, definitely the industry is in rebound position, and hopefully in 24-25, the number will be much better. In terms of the China volume, yes, there are 3 million tons of the capacity has come into China, but that has been absorbed into the China. However, US and Turkey, there because the demand construction in the Europe and US, there is a surplus situation that is coming into India. But because of that, there is an import in India has gone up, and prices are under pressure.
That the medium-term prospects are good, but talk to me about the realization, the EBITDA per ton. In terms of the actual numbers, what does it stand right now? And let's say 2 quarters from here on, after that, volatility goes away, what could be a stable number?
Yeah, if you look at a slightly longer terms in our business, you will see that barring the last 22-23, which was a peak period for the soda ash industry, the margin is in the range of around 9,000 rupees per ton of soda ash. And I think going forward in the next 2 quarters, margin will be in the range of around 7,000 rupees.
So 7,000, and that is purely because the soda ash prices have been volatile, or there are demand side issues as well.
No, prices are softened because of the import coming into India. The volume of import has increased by approximately around 150,000 tons, and prices under pressure. Of course, the cost has also gone down, but the margin is also kind of a reduced.
Okay, so that's the take coming in as far as the margin picture is concerned. But could you talk to me about what percentage of your product right now is used in solar glass making? And do you see this increasing going forward? Because that's the commentary we've been hearing from a lot of other players as well.
Yes, you are right. Currently, the percentage of soda ash used into the solar in India is very minimal. And as per our expectation, in next 5 to 6 years, this will go up to around 6 to 7%. And that's a big number. Similarly, if you look at the EV batteries, globally, right now, the EV battery, the percentage of soda ash usage is only 1%, which will also go to around 6%. That also is a huge number. If I give you a slightly bigger picture of the complete global scenario, the solar glass usage at this point of a time in soda ash is around 5%. And that will go to around 16 to 18%. And that's a huge number increase will be there. And all the new demand which is coming into soda ash, 50% will be coming only from solar and lithium carbonate. That's a big consumption which is getting into soda ash.
The other thing I also wanted to talk about, Mr. Jalan, and because you only flagged it off, what is the current demand scenario, both for the US as well as the Europe geographies? And do you see any meaningful comeback in demand from Europe in specific, now with, all the geopolitical risks as well at play?
No, you are right. At least in the next 2 quarters, we are not seeing any kind of a big demand coming in from US and Europe. Because, as you rightly said, the geopolitical systems are not very conducive to the business. However, like I said, we believe that next year, because of this demand growth into the solar and the lithium carbonate, probably you will see a big jump into the demand of soda ash.
Break it down, sir. Given the kind of weakness that we are seeing this year, what's a realistic volume figure that we should expect? And FY25, you're talking about a big scale up. What would be the volume, let's say, in FY25? Then what kind of growth can we envisage?
See, if you look at in India, still the demand of the soda ash in India is stable, or I would say it's growing. Approximately our estimation in this year, the demand for soda ash will grow around 3 to 4% in India. However, because of the import coming in, the prices are under pressure. So far as the volume is concerned in India, we don't see any kind of a worry on that. But if you look at 24-25, probably our belief is because a lot of new investment into the solar glass will be coming online. So demand growth in the 24-25 should be in the range of around 5 to 7%.
All right. And going forward as well, can you just give us a sense as to what the outlook is on the Greenfield capex? You had an addition plan of 5 lakh MTPA. What's the status? And how do you see the economics on this kind of a project? What is the target in terms of your ROCE?
See, so far as this Greenfield project is concerned, that is going as per the schedule. And it, right now, at this point of a time, it's under approval from the Minister of Environment. And things are going as per the schedule. All other basic engineering and other things are getting completed. In terms of, if you look at slightly longer terms of the soda ash margin, we have seen last 20 years of the data. On that basis, we believe that the margin will be in the range of around 30%. 30% EBITDA margin will be there. And based on that, the IRR will be around 18% on the new investments.
Sure. Mr. Jalan, great to have you on the show today. Thank you so much for taking the time out.
Thank you.
Okay.